Yo. You're in school. Don't forget to double tap that screen. What class are you in right now? What's up, Camden? Yo, what's up, T? All right. Got everybody coming in. Looking good. Good morning, good morning. I actually do have to work today, so I'm going to have to get off here around 11:20. Yo, good evening, my sir from India. What's up, D? D H D H D H D H. D's no. Dino. Dinner. D's no. What's up, man? Is it just me or my camera look lower right now or something? I feel like my camera looks slightly lower. I don't know if that's just me. I don't want to go too high and then y'all can't see guitar. All right, let's get this put on. Chilling today, doing some guitar stuff. I downloaded all the Neural DSP plugins and going through them today to see if I want any others for Black Friday. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I wish that I could get the Carl, what you doing? How's everybody doing, man? Thank you, bro. I try. I have it at 1080. I mean, it should be at 1080. So it should look pretty clean. Should look pretty crisp. Sorry, I just hit something on my camera. I hit the wrong thing. Give me 1 second. Product showcase set off. Good. Let me see if I could do one other thing. Alright, everything else actually looks good. Had to make sure that my camera was doing good, you y'all. Camden, Cody, today I'm recording the first song for an EP I've wanted to work on for 2 years. Yo, congratulations, dude. That's awesome, man. What type of music is it? Gotta go because the bell rang. All good, dude. You did not bring your PS3 to school. Unless you're homeschooled. Yeah. Let's listen back to what we did yesterday. And from what I remember that we're going to do. So we got to get an intro. We got to get an ending for it, like a complete ending. It's going to be a short song. It's a very short song. So we need that intro. We need those reverse snare bombs and we need just the bass, and that. Other than that, that's it. That's all that this one will need. Play Country Roads. Nah, no request, brother. Alright, so let's listen back to what we have for the song so far. I'm just gonna kind of ghost it, you know, because I know what to play, but you know, gotta figure it out. So I'm playing the. No matter where I move them. Okay, let's see what you're saying. Anyone in here know how to set my drivers on the recording program to kill latency? Yes. No matter where I move them, your drivers. It's not your drivers. You're looking at the wrong thing. This is all you got to do. Look, it's literally this simple. What program are you using? You need to go to your preferences or properties. Go to your buffer size or your block size and put it down. Go lower. Or the problem is your buffer size is too high and your CPU can't handle it. Damn, man, we got everybody in here. Let's go. Officer TH Heavy Metal Andrew. Congratulations on the 1,000. I know, dude. I'm so freaking excited, man. I actually have, I mean, if you look down by the chat, I got the little money symbol now so people can freaking donate or become members. Like the whole thing, dude. It's so freaking awesome. Caught vaping cap. Why does bro look like he touched little kids, though? Yo, why you look like a bitch, though? I bet you can't even riff, bro. Low-key, this kid probably does touch kids. Are part of any band? The band I'm in is called Narc, like in my name up there. Thank you for the donation, Andrew. Andrew said, "Bitch," for the $2. Yo, thank you, dude. I appreciate you, Andrew. That's funny. Oh no, the spammers are everywhere. That's for sure. Andrew, man, thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. You're the first person to donate. Like, seriously. Yeah, where is American Man? Let's run through this one more time because this riff, I know it sounds like I'm just playing a bunch of 16th notes, but it's actually just the placement of everything is just a little off. Yeah, low key vaping cat was probably touched as a kid. Like, nah, dude, you should have. It should have been. Yeah, no, it would have had to be. I was gonna say 420.69, but then that would have been like $400,000 or something. That would have been insane, or 42,000. All right, let's get this. We need to do. We need to get an intro. I do have some ideas for the intro. The thing is, I do have to go to work, so or 666. Yes. Oh, dude, I need to make one of my memberships 666 instead of $5. I'll make it 666 just for the fun of it. We got to get this intro a little bit more at the end. Record the bass. I'm about ready to record the bass because it really makes the song like shine. So maybe I will record that bass. Let's do this. Let me get my hands warmed up. I'm not very warmed up. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's play through this. Have you listened to GNX by Kendrick Lamar? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I do like Kendrick Lamar, but I don't really remember the names of songs. I'm pretty bad with that shit. All right. Let's do this. Again, thank you again, Andrew. I'm literally trouble with acoustic one. Do you mean like playing One by Metallica? Ah, sounds so good. All right. So because we've got this, said a mayonnaise guitar behind you says, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm a stupid English boy, so I don't know nothing. I'm going to grab the bass, and we're going to get the bass recorded to this and watch the song come to life. Those of you guys who write songs and don't record bass for whatever reason it may be, which is probably due to not owning a bass, get yourself a cheap bass, set it up nice, and play the freaking bass over a song. It adds to the life. When you take the bass away, there's nothing there anymore. Electric genres. All right, let's get it. Why? I love how this bass it's drilled in six places. Look, it's got the one that's at an angle, and then it's got the two up here. It's definitely, Yamaha makes such good stuff, man. Like, they really do make good, cheap stuff. Kendall Jenner. Yeah, I'm really, like, not to be a hater, but I'm just my brother can read Hebrew. The guy asking about the mayonnaise guitar name is Raphael. If you'd like to know. Yeah, of course I'd like to know. I wish that there was like an auto generator for people who, need it like me. Like it could, or I'm sorry, auto damn, am I retarded? I can't remember what the fuck I'm trying to say. We need to get the bass tuned up to E, because right now I think I'm either in D standard or half step down. Yeah, I'm in D standard, so I need to get this bad mamma jamma tuned up. So weird tuning the bass. Dude, tuning a bass up to E, especially if you got bigger strings on, feels so weird. The strings feel so freaking tight. All right, there we go. Let's get this D to the E. D to the E to the A to the D. Dude, you know what we should do? We should do D-E-A-D is an actual possible tuning. We should try and write a metal song with dead tuning. Alright, we're looking pretty good as far as tuning. This bass is pretty reliable with that. And double check everything. Alright, cool. D-E-A-D tuning. That would be weird. So what? It would be D-E-A-D. We still got two extra strings. So what would we put? Like, come up with some other stuff. Alright. Sounds good enough for now. Let's play it along with this song. Our song. Let's get it done. I always play basic tuning. What's basic tuning? Joshua, Jesus loves you. He took on the punishment of your sins. Trust in him. I got you, bro. Sounds dope. I'm using Reaper. Thank you for joining, Kevin. Zents. I don't know what basic tuning is. Never paid attention to tuning. I just played. Well, then how would you tune? How would you tune your guitar if you don't know where you're tuning to? You know what I mean? I mean, basic tuning, I feel like you mean standard tuning, which would be E, A, D, G, B, E, which is what I'm playing in right now. I'm in standard tuning. Poser question mark. All right, leave the guy alone. He's just trying to be cool. All right, Joshua. Relax, bud. You got your point. You got your point across. You know. I don't got a problem with anybody believing in whatever they want to believe in, as long as it's not hurting somebody else. So, you know, do your thing and live the way you want. But you know, this is why people that do have faith get a bad rap, because, you know, the pushiness of it. Play Waking the Demon. Right now I'm currently recording bass for our song. You're more than welcome to stick around, but right now no requests. But I do appreciate your presence here, so stick around. We got a banger coming up. Let's go ahead and record this bass, shall we? God bless you, Joshua. Thank you. Kevin, we're all waiting. Bro, relax your fucking tits, bro. Before I fucking slap them and motorboat them and get your nipples hard, dude. All right, not a bad take. Let's go ahead and get this next part here. Let's clip this back. And now we're going to go ahead and get our little, I don't even know what to call this. I mean, usually when going off to something like this, it would be a pre-chorus, but we're not using it as a pre-chorus in the song. So it would technically be like a bridge, but it's not a bridge either. Like, I don't even really know what to call this. It's just like an extension or build up to the next verse. So let's go ahead and record this part here. Yo, chat. I'm getting ready to without working recently, man. I swear I feel so much more out of shape. I need to start, like, now with it being wintertime, not being able to go to the skate park or like ride the bike or anything, like, man, I just feel so freaking out of shape. I'm too poor for a gym membership, so it's just like I gotta figure something out, man. Y'all got any suggestions? Okay, so that was almost right. Just trying to translate it to bass. So. that part. Oh, that's right, I do. Okay, cool. We're good now. Let's go. Oh, man, that part threw me off. All right, let's go. Son of a bitch. I'm nailing this in one take. This is too easy not to nail. Let's go. All right, so the last part's a little messed up. We'll come back and fix that. I think it's just these last, literally 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it is. Let's just do it. Simple enough. Bum, 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 bum. Yo, before I look back at the chat, I'm going to record this part. And I just want to say thank you guys for, like, freaking being here, man. And, you know, joining along for the journey and doing the thing. I really appreciate you guys, man. The hell? My last note muted somehow. Perfect. Let's get that back. Let me check y'all's comments real quick. Bro, Zentz was just joking, bro. Relax. Camden was just joking, Zentz. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. I didn't realize this much drama was going on right now. Don't say that, Zentz, bro. They could easily make you leave, dude. They're moderators. They can kick you out right now. They could ban you if they wanted. Why you gotta play that game, dude? There's no point in playing that game, man. Just relax. Have fun. Sit here and chill. No requests. We're not doing any requests. We're writing an original song with the chat. That is the idea of the streams. That's what we do. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't, man. So, you know, just relax. Yo, DH. All right, man. That sounds good. I have to go to work in 1, 2. Actually, I got a timer set on my phone. Yeah, and an hour and 43 minutes, I need to start getting ready to get off and saying goodbye to you guys. And I got to go to work because obviously there's no money being made on freaking YouTube. But yeah, so I will see y'all tonight. And hopefully we get this finished within the next hour and 45. I think we can do it. For now, let's go ahead, just because we're technically on a time crunch, let's go ahead and do our copy and paste because that riff is the same thing as the first verse. I didn't switch anything up. I want it to be very steady paced, sort of rapid type of song. Okay, so now we have this part. We come out of here and go into here. Bro, no one told you you don't know what you're talking about. I don't even think we were talking to you. It was a completely different person. At least I think. Just relax, dude. Is this the Pizza Thrash song? Nah, dude. That was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I've wrote like freaking within 3 weeks. I write like at least 9 songs. We're like 9 songs past that. Like 9 to 12 songs past that. Yeah, from a few weeks ago. Yeah, we're way past it, man. I write very quickly. The past couple streams, I've been a little bit slow, been just sort of out of it, and I do apologize for that. But last night we got big chunk of this song done. Actually, all we need is the intro. We're recording the bass now, just to sort of fill it up a little bit and get away from the guitar, get a different feel. Helps me write faster. So, but yeah, dude, we write real fast. So, your Pizza Thrash song has been done. We won't mess around these parts. You never hurt my feelings, but I appreciate. I think it might have hurt something because you seem pretty upset. Like very passive aggressive about things, and we're all just trying to chill, man, and do the thing. I mean, I know as a guitarist it's easy to want to be prideful, but All right, let's come up with a bass line for this part, because this is like a breakdown. So obviously we gotta be a little bit different on the bass. Maybe just keep it open and real big. Yeah, that could easily go another time too. Maybe switch the drums up, keep it the same. So I think instead of just staying open the whole time, you guys, maybe for the bass, let's hit all the root notes for it. I think that in this specific scenario, trying to get busy on the bass might be a little bit too much. So why don't we go ahead and just hit those root notes, and then when it kicks in, we'll kick in with it. We'll add a bass drop, a cymbal swell, which you guys know is like a standard when I'm writing a song, going and doing transitions. So we'll record the bass, add those transition effects, and we need to get one more section and potentially a fade out. And then come up with an intro, and we're good. Oh, wait, no, we need to fix some of the drums. But other than that, we'll be good. So let's come up with this part here for these root notes. Hitting the root notes don't really actually work there. I thought it would work more, but since they're so quick, let's try it again. Yeah, that's what we do. One more, and then we're going to record. That sounds a lot better. Staying sort of steady. Um, Did you confuse me with somebody else who gives a fuck about getting kicked out of here? I mean, he must care because, dude, he's like, he won't leave. Like, he won't leave and he just keeps, like, being shitty. Like, dude obviously has a temper. My God, I feel bad for that man's wife. My God, it must be miserable to live with a human like that. Like, Jesus. Like, I have a temper problem myself, but, like, this dude is out of control. Swedish Railway. Yo, what's good? Jinko. But I have to go in 3 minutes. All right, that's fine. Bet. Well, 3 minutes is long enough for me to record this part, and then I can show you what we've got so far on this song. So let's go ahead and record this. I think I nailed that first take. Not that it was hard, but it's very steady. Trying to stick with those guitars and, you know. Okay, so we got to get this part now. Let's jam to it 2 or 3 times. And then, yeah. That's right. You're the average human. We are. We all are. We're all just a bunch of average fucks. What are you talking about? Like, do you have some type of like laser fucking eyes like Superman, or like can you fly? Like, what is so not average about you, bro? Like, my God. Even if you were 7 foot tall, fucking 300 fucking pounds of pure muscle, that's just a human. Like, there's nothing special about you. There's nothing special about what you do. There's nothing on your channel. You don't do shit. Like, you're nothing, bro. Like, what is so not average about you, Zents, bro? Like, you're nothing. Seriously, dude. Just like me. Your shit stinks. You gotta go to work just like I do. Like, shut the fuck up. You're nothing, bro. Just like me. Cool. Yeah, we definitely got to add that one more time. Let's go ahead and do that. Like, am I wrong, though, chat? Like, I feel like dude legit thinks he's, like, special or something. Like, he's nothing. Just like all of us. We're all just a bunch of flesh fucks. Sorry I missed the last stream. I think you've missed the last couple, but it's fine. Like, it's all good, dude. Life happens, man. Things are going on in this world. Sherwin, what's good, brother? Wait, Sherwin. Is that your name? Like Sherwin Williams? That's crazy. What do you mean an artist? Are you an artist or do you just make instrumentals? I would debate that making instrumentals is way more talented than being an artist, because all these fucking artists, and no offense to my friends that do this, but like I have friends that literally they just go and find somebody else's work on YouTube, download it, and then upload it onto Spotify as their own song, like, and they're using auto tune or like, you know what I mean? Like there's no real like effort going into it. Like they're mumbling into a mic. You know, like I would consider most of today's artists to be not artists. I would debate that what I'm doing is more artful than that. Because I'm sitting here writing a song quick as shit while also talking and entertaining um live. Like I would consider that a bit more of a flex than, you know, just sort of mumbling into the mic. Nice meeting other musicians, man. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Dude, that's the whole point. Even if you don't subscribe to the YouTube channel, something I suggest is go into the Discord. Just click my name right above and hit more and go to Discord. Everybody in there makes their own music, whether it be metal or not. They make their own music. Um, write lyrics. We send each other memes back and forth. The whole thing. So like it's pretty cool. Anytime I play video games and somebody wants to play, we can play games together and stuff. Like, join. If you don't sub here, that's fine. Join the Discord, man. If that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for other musicians to chat with and talk to, hit up the Discord, man. Plus, you can shoot me a message on there as well if you need like any help with anything. Yeah, man, definitely check it out. Here, let me get some water and let's check out this last part. We gotta at least come up with something to end this, Octagram. Music is kind of overrated, bro. You're insane. Music is definitely not overrated. Everything you do as a human is based off of rhythm. I guarantee it. Everything you do as a human, whether you even realize it, your everyday life, the way you wake up, the way that your patterns in life, the way that you create patterns and the way that you do things with a rhythm, that is a musical, that we are living a musical existence. You know what I'm saying? So like music is part of everything. Music is part of who we are as just fucking flesh bag chimpanzees with brains. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely like it's everything we do. And I try and explain this to people all the fucking time. Like it's everything we do has a rhythm. It's definitely not overrated. There is a lot of shitty music. Some people's rhythms are different than other people's, hence the reason we make so much different art. But like, we definitely live a musical existence, so to speak. That's my hot take. So anyone who says that they don't like music probably has no emotions and is either a deep sociopath or a deep psychopath, because they can't understand how to live in a rhythm. They only understand how to do. You know what I'm saying? So I would say if you don't think that music or rhythm is part of your everyday life, then you're probably an emotionless psychopath. Well, a psychopath is emotionless, so you might want to get checked out, brother. He said, damn, that's true, not gonna lie. Our heart beats in a rhythm too. Thank you, Sherwin. Yo, I like Sherwin. Sherwin's tough, bro. He just came in here and fucking lit the chat up. Let's go. Like everything, like, I don't know. So anytime people try and talk about music's pointless, it's just not. Like, sometimes you're not in the mood to deal with it. And honestly, I feel like if we're not in the mood to listen to music or like want to have a pattern in our life, there's probably something going on with ourselves, um, much more than just, not wanting to listen to music or not wanting to, being lazy. There's probably something going on that you don't even know yet. And once you fix that, that will all change, you know? So, damn, did I just get really deep, chat? That's true, T. And like I said, it's not even really about the instruments either. It's just like whether it's listening or moving around as a person, like that's just like what we do. Like it's human nature to do everything rhythmically and mathematically. Like that's just how we do everything. You know what I mean? I mean, I've never really heard anyone else talk about it like this, but that's the way that I see it. You know what I mean? And I I don't know. That's just the way I see it as a musician and as somebody who gets stuck in their own head too much. So, yeah, but let's get back to this song, y'all. But you know what I mean? I don't mean rhythm. I just mean music when you open Spotify. Well, my Spotify is dope as shit. Maybe you need to find some better artists or better bands. Try something new, man. Open your mind. Do something different with yourself. Change it up a bit. There's nothing wrong with changing. Once again, there's nothing wrong with changing a rhythm. Just like this. Check it out. We go from this. This is our morning into afternoon. And then we go into dinner time. Change it up a bit, bro. You know? Don't get stuck in the same fucking shit. Because for you to say that, that's where my brain goes to. That's like my first thought. We'll get a full ending on this. What I want to do is, honestly, we could probably come out of this, go back into that intro, or not intro, the verse riff one more time just to do it and pretend, like the way I see it is if there's vocals on this track, there will be no vocals to end it. It would just be to bring that riff back and then boom, end the song. So let's get the bass. Oh, no, we have the bass for that part. We could bring the verse part back just to add a guitar solo. That could be cool. We do need to come up with an intro. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this first. Let's add in our bass drop, and let's add in our reverse cymbal. Okay? Okay. Yeah, we need to go here. And we want to add it right before this drops. So let's just go ahead and add them in and put them where we want them, which was probably going to be right here. The only thing is we'll probably have to move this reverse cymbal forward just a little bit. So let's hear that. Dude, hold on. Yo, we're about to go crazy. We're going to have to add those reverse snares in, though. We're adding more of these reverse cymbals in, and they're honestly working pretty well. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows? Who knows, Octagon? Maybe you got your life fully figured out how you want it, and you just don't like music. But I feel like there's got to be something going on with you, if you can't at least agree to try something new. Because if you can't agree to try something new, then maybe you're just stubborn, and maybe that's part of the issue. Try something new, bro. Seriously. I know it's hard to hear that from some random fucking dork with a nose ring and big fat dumbass earrings and shit on the internet, but like, really, man. Loki, what's up, dude? Over 1,000 subs, dude. Yeah, man. I don't know why the sub counter's not working. I definitely have 1,012 subs before I got on here, and I know that at least one person since I've started, at least one, has had to have done it. I don't know why the sub counter's not working. I guess I could go in here and do a little something. Let's find it. Right there. It just keeps saying 1,010. But the thing is, I know. All right, let's try that. Well, now it just changed to 986. Like, I don't understand why it's doing that. All right, I just switched it. It should come back now. Bro, what the hell? Yeah, look. There we go. What the? It doesn't want to go past 1,010. I know I have more than that. All right, let's just get back to the song. So stupid. Mallory, that's cool though. The symphonic metal stuff. Do you do anything for like your channel or anything like that? No, it needs to be before. It needs to be right here. Thank you, dude. There was a part of me that was like wondering if this will work. Either way, what we have to do now is render in either, I can take it from another session so it's easier. We need our snares, or we need to render a MIDI file as a wave file. We need to then take the snare part and make it we need to reverse it, and then we need to add effects to it and make it big and explosive so it's like a snare bomb. But that build-up part definitely needs some snare bombs. It's just going to make it hit so much harder. But what we have now still sounds cool. But to really make it cool, we need those snare bombs. Like, this is one of those parts where it needs it, bro. All right, actually, I lied. It needs to be right here. Mallory. Every time I hear the name Mallory, I always think of the show Archer. Archer's mom's name is Mallory. I think that there definitely could be one more there. We need to add this snare bomb in for sure. Okay, cool. Sounds pretty good. Now, let's think. Okay, so we still got the intro. And if we're going to do snare bombs, I'm going to go over to this session, and because it's much smaller, so when I render these drum files, it will render, and well, it'll take less time because I'm rendering and putting less of a load on the CPU. It does take a bit out of the computer to do something like this, especially with a shitty laptop. Sounds like Angel of Death. I'll take that. Yeah.
I'm about to leave. Going to Nisa's for breakfast.
What?
I said I'm about to leave. I'm going to Nisa's for breakfast.
Bring me something.
She ordered me a waffle from Waffle House.
Waffle from Waffle House. Alright, bye.
I think you'll be gone by the time I get back.
I'm leaving at 11:40.
Not if I...
Alright.
Love you.
Love you.
I said I'm going to the store, but I'm not getting a lot. I'm just getting the necessities.
Alright. This fucking bass keeps hitting shit, bro. Alright, so I'm gonna throw some snares here. We already got the reverse cymbal, so we don't need that. Honestly, I think we really only need the one snare. Let's do it though. Let's just do it. Let's render this. I wonder if I can just do time selected on something like this. Wait, I think that the snare, yeah, because I have this multi-channel right now. Yeah, so I would need to do it on this one. On this one and this one. Alright, we're only going to render it from that one. All right, now we've got just our raw freaking snare tracks, which, truth be told, is not the way that I would do this. Usually what I would do to make this easier, especially with upstairs and my computer that doesn't have all of my plugins on it, usually what I would do is not make it a multi-channel, so that way when it renders, all of the effects are just routed to one thing. So the room mics, the reverb, everything that's already on it is on it. I mean, as far as being more creative and stuff, having just this raw snare hit, like you can hear it. It's literally just, there's no effects on this one. Well, there shouldn't be. All right, so let's copy this. Copy items. Now we're dragging it into this session. We need to create a new track. I need 3 colors from the chat. Somebody, 1 per person. Don't be that guy that names all the colors in the rainbow. Name your favorite color or something. I need 3 of them. I got 3 gray tracks here. I want them colored. Give me 3 colors, 1 per person. So let's do reverse snare. And now let's paste. All of them are, whoa. Yeah, we don't need it there. We need it here. We can take this one back, this one back. All right, actually, we can delete this one because we just need to render one. So let's reverse item as new take. All right, now we can copy this. It's got to hit here. This has got to hit here. All right. Oh shoot, you know what I'm forgetting? We're not doing a reverse, well, we are doing a reverse snare bomb. So, oh shoot. Okay. Sorry you guys, this confused me. So, we need our reverse snare and we also need our, here, let's go ahead and put this bass down. It's hurting my back. Camden's back. Sorry, I saw that, but I forgot to say anything. Welcome back, brother. All right. So because we're doing more effects and more, this is more of the mixing process of a song. Mixing process has to do with making the song sound good when it's done. Even though it's not technically done, I want to get this part sounding cool. Just because. Okay, so now we also need other versions of this, but we need the actual snare to hit. But we cannot have the snare hitting. Well, actually, we need a whole nother track. And then this will be the bomb of the snare. So these will be the snare bombs. So let's drag those down. Cool. And we're probably going to want to turn this down a bit. So let's go -3 dB, just because they're not too loud as it is. But in case you are trying to ever replicate this, something you want to do is make sure you go into your actual MIDI and get rid of the other snare, because you don't need a second snare. Wait, I thought it was hitting there. Hold on. Let's mute these. Oh shoot, yeah, they're back this way. Okay, so they're right here. And we only need 2 of them to give the effect. If we do 4, it's going to be too much. So let's go ahead and put this back on. We can also get these here and pull these back. So now we have our snare. Let's get rid of the snare at this section, because we do not need that snare in that spot. Okay, so it's actually right here. Let's double check that now. Oh wait, we had it in the right spot. Am I retarded? Oh no, it was in the wrong spot. It needs to be here. There we go. Double check again. Okay, so this snare needs added back. Humanize those. Okay, let's go here and take this one away. Yeah, that was confusing. I really must have been thinking something else. Okay, so we got that out. Okay, so now we have our placement correct. We don't really need to add anything on the reverse part. You can add a, because it's just basically a, that's all it is. Like, you can hear the reverse snare is like, that's all it is. And it's just made to add that suction effect. That like something quick is happening. Like, it's dramatic. Like, you're really like, throwing something at it. And with that said, let's make sure that the snare, yep, that is turned down. Now, what I want to add on is a great mixing and mastering plugin from STL Tones. Although the way that they have this set up is very, very frustrating. Getting your artist pack back. I mean, they need to make it so that Control Hub, you can just log in, bing, bang, boom, done. Let's see how much time we got left. This is going to sound so good when it's done. We still got a full hour, so we're good. We're gooch. So as far as snares and everything go, we don't need the EQ. We don't need none of that. If anything, we need compression and we need the effects. So we want to sort of compress this. Let's have this turned up. I forgot something that you should do is move it back slightly, just ever so slightly, because when they're reversed and together like that, it just doesn't hit. Okay, now we need to make that hit slap daddy. Got our compressor. So now this part's going to be a bit annoying because we need to now loop this section. Okay. Let's do a VCA compressor. Let's turn the ratio. We want to get rid of, since it's hitting so much harder now, let's go 3 to 1. And now let's, I want a fast attack, but that's too fast of an attack. You hear how it clamped down on it? Need a slow release. Oh shit, I forgot the threshold was all the way up there. All right. Let's add an effect. I don't like that. Maybe we can make it longer. Now that's a bomb, baby. Okay, so let's hear it in the context of a mix. I think it might be too much, but let's just hear it. Okay, so there's a couple weird things going on with it. There is that sharp frequency is really hurting my ears. So maybe we can bring it down. It's probably around like 5K or something like that, where it's hitting. 2 to 5K is a 1 to 5K, very dangerous region for the human ears. That's why all these like hip hop artists that do all the crazy shit. Let's turn the mix down on it a bit. We were at 50%. Let's do about 40. Since it's so long, we don't really need it that crazy. We had our auto makeup gain on just because it's not that important. It's not a full mix. Let's turn it down just a few dB. And let's hear that back real quick. Okay, so something that I want a little more of. I want to hear that. I want to hear that suction, that fucking part a little bit more. So why don't we do this? We can go ahead and turn this up about 2 dB. Let's just go 2 dB at a time, 1.8, whatever. Let's go up a little more. Something we can do is stretch it. And when you stretch it, you're adding a lot of time onto it, and it gives it more of an artifacted sound to it, but it could be okay. So let's hear what that sounds like. Yeah, so we're hitting, I think we stretched a little too far. But this is why it's so fun to do these type of effects, because you're making your own original sounding effect. No one will have this exact sound in the song, a song of theirs. Is there still a snare hitting here or something? No, there's not. Maybe what it is I'm a little too far back on it. So let's try it a little farther forward. All right, I need 4 colors from the chat. Let me get some colors from you guys. Red, green, blue, pink, purple, whatever. I'm going to color these tracks. We're going to try and come up with an intro. I'm pretty happy with these snare bombs. They're not perfect, but if the time ever comes where these need to be used for something, we can do that. So go ahead and name some colors, 1 per person. Oh. All right, how's everybody doing? Thrash magenta. What the hell does magenta look like? Is that the no, that's like kind of purplish, right? A purplish red. Okay, let's do it. You're the only one that said anything. Not sure where everyone's at right now. Let's go ahead and add that on then. Thrash magenta. Purplish red. Make it slightly more red. Boom, baby. Is that magenta? Blue is cool too. LOL. Yo, all right, let's change our bass track color then. Because our bass is basically that color. Let's go with this weird yellow. There we go. No problem, bro. Let's see. We got... Alright, I got 50 minutes left. Chat's really, really slow right now, man. Alright. Do we need any more bass before I unplug it? I think we're all caught up as far as this goes. Alright. What is that even plugged into? Oh, shoot. The bass. Duh. Duh. All right. We still sound pretty in tune. Let's try and do something for an intro. I'm thinking maybe we do something sort of like maybe we do like a filtered beginning. So what if we did like a filtered intro? So basically I can add 2 more guitar tracks, and those guitar tracks will be specifically used as a guitar filter, and actually hold on. Because if we're doing what I say, then there won't be much for us to do with that actually. So hold on one moment, please. Okay, so imagine Green Lightning, what's up, man? Good to have you. Imagine this. So let's start it off just filtered guitar. Okay? It'll be just filtered guitar. For that full riff, we'll slowly build it up, and then when it comes in, it'll be like this. It'll come in at this part. But instead of doing a snare, we'll do ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. You sound awesome. Ever think of taking up guitar? Nah, dude, guitar's for nerds, bro. Guitar's for straight nerds. I live in Maryland. Where are you from, bro? Or maybe we can start the song off with the... Let's try that. Let's see how it sounds. I love a simple intro that just sort of takes you right into the song. You know what I mean? Right now it is 10:35. I have a sort of a weird start time for work today. Usually, I work construction, so I wake up very early, around 3 to 4 in the morning to go to work. And sometimes even freaking earlier. It sucks, but I wake up very early to go to work, and usually I wouldn't be on right now because I'd be at work, but I'm going in at 11:30, so we got about 45 more minutes, and it is 10:36 right now for me on the East Coast. AM. I'm in the U.S., bro. It's AM. Are you not in the U.S.? Where are you from? All right, let's record this intro while he is answering us back. What I want to do here is mute these quad track parts. I'm going to throw that whole section of guitar down there. And we're going to record this intro. Right here. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Steven, bro, you crazy. Where are you from, Steven? Itchy, itchy, itchy. Where are both of y'all from? T, where are you from as well, bro? All right, let's do this. All right. So that's going to be our intro. All right, let's select our guitar track. We're going to do the left-hand guitar first, and then we're just going to pencil in some MIDI. Dun 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 ba dun 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 dun. We're the Ohio Rizzler. Nice. Ohio. Ohio's like 4 hours away from me. Like, I could get to Ohio in 4 hours. Wrong note. Maybe I should do it down here. Yeah, let's do that. Ah, son of a bitch. Why is that so hard to get up there? Dude, oh my god. Why is that so hard? Let me do that. Let me practice it. That's wrong, but that is what we're doing. There's no way that that's right. It just doesn't feel right. We'll add those drums in there, but still. I think that is actually right. Why is that so weird timed? Yeah, because right there's the pause that we're looking for. All right, I guess that is right. I just don't like it. Let's try it though. We'll hear it with drums, and I think it will be fine. Came in early. Hold on. Damn, those notes are off. All right, one more. We got this. We got this. Sorry, the volume wasn't up. I couldn't get my hand there fast enough. Shit. Son of a whore. Let's go. What is tripping me up? It's hitting on the 3. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. That's what I have to do. You fucking bitch. That's hard to count. All right, that's just going to pass for now. I just want to make sure that this even fucking works, dude. All right. So let's go ahead and put these. We need to go farther up. Let's drag in our guitar tracks from down here. Let's get them back up. I just didn't want to record into those by accident. That's so annoying when that happens. Okay. So now we need to get these drums. And what I'll probably do is, since it'll be super short and super simple, I'll probably just do it by hand. Okay, I'm just going to hit the root notes for the kick and the hi-hats for that. Let's delete that. Now let's go down here. All we need to do is just pencil these in real quick. Super easy. H. Boom for humanized daddy-o. Now we need 4 snare hits. Let's humanize those. One more. And then where that comes in, bump, 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 we're going to do bump, bump, bump. Metric Sphinx, what's up, dude? Steven, the real fresh air, breath of fresh air. Hell yeah, dude. I be an alien. Be an alien for how much torture I can take. Known as writing a song. So it starts right here. Let's actually bring these forward. I want them to be more forward than back. Bro, get the hell out of here. I hate when it does this. Oh my god, Reaper, just get rid of that, bro. I don't want it. I don't want it. There we go. Okay. So I want these to all be slightly forward here. Whoa. Just this one. That's good. That's good. Let's hear that. So now let's do these cymbal chokes. And then I want to do go. Nope, those seem to be right there, Daddy. And why don't we go ahead and add in one of these bad boys? Because you can never have enough reverse cymbal. You feel me? Okay, so we come in there. So this might be long enough. I think it needs to come in here. I think that's good. Let me go back to those snare bombs. Love it. Oh, that's right. Now this one will need moved. Oh man, that's gonna make it sound so much better. All right, awesome. Let's hear that back. Wait, did my stream crash? What's going on? It's acting weird. There we go. Sorry, you guys. It was acting so weird. All right. We're almost out of time anyways. And we basically have this song finished. Let's go ahead and give it a listen through all the way. And yeah, man. We basically got this one finished. I'm sure that there's a couple little minor touches that we can do. But let's hear it. What up, Andrew? Man, sounds freaking awesome, dude. I'm kind of sad that it's not showing up here though, you guys. Kind of sad that the subs aren't showing up. I mean, it is. It's showing what it was before the thing like froze up or whatever. Cuz right now it's at 1016 subs. And you guys are so awesome, man. I freaking appreciate every single one of you guys. So look, if you like what you saw, you like what you heard, and I say that because we're about to get off here, sadly, then consider subscribing. If you would like to join a cool little niche community of people, join the Discord. Go right up there and click my name, hit more, hit Discord, hit join. All right. With that said, you guys, man, you guys have been awesome. Stay metal, stay dope, and stay safe. Love you guys. I'll check you later. Peace.